Witajcie moi drodzy, z tej strony Mordziaty, a to jest drugi odcinek Przysiądźmy do Dragon Age the Veilguard. Moi drodzy, zaczynamy tam, gdzie skończyliśmy, czyli musimy powstrzymać Solasa, bo jeszcze tego nie zrobiliśmy. Zaczynamy! Nie będę przedłużał. Sam jestem ciekawy, jak się historia potoczy dalej. Muszę przyznać, że gra nawet jest całkiem spoko jak na razie. Można niszczyć. I co, zniszczyłem jedną belkę i nie ma posągu?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
it isn't falling. We need to push it.
Right.
Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Dobra, rozwaliliśmy dwie belki, posąg upadł. O, jednak Warrika nie będzie? Ojej, no chyba, że przeżyje. I bum!
Let's go! This way! This way!
No troszkę oberwałem. O. I prolog skończony.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanuris, or as you would call them, the elven gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted elven gods walk free.
Thanks to me? I wasn't the one performing a big ritual to free them.
Free them? My mortal enemies. I was ensuring that they would never escape their prison.
You were tearing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Co by tu wybrać? Dobra, zacząłem się niepokoić, to twoja wina, żebyś wiedział, daruj sobie ten sarkazm. Poświęciłem całą swoją, aby ich uwięzić 1000 lat temu, ale z pewnością sobie z nimi poradzisz. Żebyś wiedział.
We stopped you. We'll stop them.
I had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium. My network of mirrors could take me from the lighthouse across the world in moments. Right now, you seem to have neither. Do you intend to knock over a statue during their ritual?
Well, I don't intend to take advice from the elven god of lies.
Quite right.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why tear down the veil? You need to listen.
O, Varric żyje.
This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solasa stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'll take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
Więcej?
What happened?
Remember how you said that Chuckles wasn't going to listen, Rook? Well, turns out you were right.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Haha.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solasa is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solasa, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to—
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like the expedition where you lost that invaluable map, but saved your friends. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solasa mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake.
Fajne są te informacje po lewej stronie, które pokazują moje konsekwencje wyborów.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Illuvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find hiding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Co my tu mamy? Lustro. Transformacji, czyli pewnie mogę tutaj sobie zmienić wygląd. A tu co to jest? Nowy wpis w kodeksie. Sprawdźmy kodeks. List sprzed pół roku, wprowadzenie do latarni. Aha, co my tu jeszcze mamy? Świat Tedas. Czyli takie zapoznanie się z lorem gry. Mapa. A na razie dużo tutaj nie zwiedziłem. Dobra. Tutaj nic nie ma. A, jednak coś jest. 3 spotkania twarzą w twarz pod nieboskłonem. Co ma mi to dać?
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
In the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Ekran umiejętności, aby zyskać nowe umiejętności. Dobra, przeglądamy to. Zobaczmy to drzewko. Rdzeń łotrzyka. Łotrzykowie są przebiegli i potrafią się przystosować. Walczą 2 mieczami i łukiem, a przy tym wykorzystują słabości wrogów. Okej. Atak dystansowy, naciśnij R2. A dobra, to jest samouczek walki. Atak z O! Czekaj, atak ładowany. Przytrzymaj kwadrat lub trójkąt. Atak ze sprintu. Atak z wyskoku. W powietrzu naciśnij to lub to. Unik, dobra. A, 2 razy to salto. Okej, obrona L1. Spoko, to już wiem. Oj, wyświetl. Manewry unikowe. Po czym tyk, 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 dobra. Tu mamy co? Riposta. W czasie obrony. Okej. Wybuchowa strzała. R2 i kwadrat. Czekaj. No dobra, też ciekawe. Gdzie by tu pójść? Może w to? 2 razy kółko. Ja bardziej unikam niż paruję. Zyskaj precyzję po udanej obronie. A to jakoś mogę odblokować? Nie. O, tutaj coś się odblokowało. Tracisz o 35% mniej pędu, kiedy otrzymujesz obrażenia. Kurde, może? Tą wybuchową strzałę chyba sobie wezmę. Atak w powietrzu. Ataki z wyskoku gwarantują trafienia krytyczne, jeśli cel jest obalony. Tutaj jakąś zdolność będę mógł odblokować. O, to jest fajne. Pójdziemy sobie w to. Już mam to... Nie, jeszcze nie mam tego. Dobra, jeszcze to zdobędziemy. W ogóle jakoś mogę to oddalić? Nie, nie mogę tego oddalić. Specjalizacja. Aha. To muszę iść w którąś stronę, żeby dojść do specjalizacji. Ciekawe. Chwila, jeszcze tutaj sobie wejdę. To jest mapa. Biblioteka. W sumie dużo tutaj nie ma. Aha. To są jakieś podziały. Kurde, może sobie jednak zwrócę i pójdę w jakąś konkretną stronę. Dobra, idziemy w to. I co to było? Detonuje obezwładnienie. Kiedy potniesz wroga na dokładkę, świśnij mu miksturę. Masakra, to ma być to umiejętność? O, to jest fajne. Zawiruj i zadaj 4 szybkich ciosów. Ej! Kurde, idziemy w to! Wybuchowa strzała. Atak z wyskoku. I to. No i git. Pójdziemy w to. Zawartość oznaczona czasem wygaśnie wraz z twoimi postępami. O?
Wisps.
A, tu jest ta.
Figures are in the fade, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Co jest?
Of course I do. We're a team.
Is this how fast you trust anyone? Should I be touched or worried?
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solus changed the game.
And it's,
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Okay, so step 1 is figure out what we're chasing.
Right. And the 20 other questions that need answers...
That's step 2.
I can see why Varric brought you on.
We've just got to start somewhere.
Tutaj ktoś będzie? Wow! O, skrzynia! Malowana doniczka, cenny przedmiot. Zależy dla kogo. Wpis w kodeksie. Co? Imperialny splot. No dobra, coś tu zwiedziłem, coś zebrałem. Chyba możemy pójść do tej głównej komnaty. A zobaczmy co... O, tutaj coś jeszcze jest. Trochę sobie zwiedzimy ten obszar pustki. O, już jakaś rozmowa. A, to jest ta.
Wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Illuvian, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know, you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
Dobra, już idę. Ja tylko się rozejrzę. Czy czegoś nie mogę zabrać? Ale chyba nie, niestety. Tutaj mamy wrota zamknięte. Jeszcze zerkniemy górę. O, proszę bardzo. Wyblakła notatka. Tu planowaliśmy rebelię. Bałeś tytanów. Solasie, jeśli to widzisz, będę szukać cię tak samo w tym świecie, jak i tym nieśmiertelnym. Okej. Jest i skrzynka. Kryształ bez skazy i glazurowy wazon. Użyj obrotowych ramion do obracania posągu w jedną bądź drugą stronę. By otwarło się przejście do biblioteki, czy 3 pary muszą się spotkać twarzą w twarz? Coś to zmieniło? Chyba nie. Dobra. O. Może chodzi o kierunek tych posągów, ale twarzą w twarz. Czekaj. Nie. Nie. O.
Must be 2 more.
Muszą być jeszcze 2. No jest ten posąg. Dobra, więcej nie widzę. O, tam jest skrzynia. Idziemy. Złoto. Wow, jeszcze mi spadł. Nie widzę tu innego posągu. Może to później jakoś się odblokuje. Inne obszary. Zobaczymy. Chodźmy dalej z fabułą.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the lighthouse.
He did? When?
In my head, Solus showed up while I was out cold to gripe about us breaking his ritual.
He's mad about us destroying his ritual?
Sounded like it. When the ritual went wrong, he ended up trapped in some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams, even kill them.
I'm not in danger. He can only barely reach me. I bled a little when I got knocked out.
So Solus is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Co by tu wybrać? No, myślę, że się z nią zgodzę.
We all know he's not a god, but it's faster than saying ancient elven mage every time we talk about him.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we are not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had 2 of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgranon and Gillenane. 2 of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No, that's the problem. I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elgranon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have 2, and they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev, but the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Tararararau. Prowadzimy śledztwo, czy idziemy? Dobra, idziemy. W dupie to śledztwo.
Gillenane are worse than Solus. We don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Dobra, którędy? A, tu w dół. Zbierajmy drużynkę i lećmy na wyprawę.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlefin.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
No proste, dajesz. Nie ma co zwlekać, chcę trochę powalczyć.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Mamy pierwszego stworka.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Co to było?
Strife? Irulan?
What are you doing back in Arlethan?
Long story.
Isn't it always with you? And did I hear you're going by Rook now?
Nev, this is Strife and Irulan. They're veil jumpers like me. Experts in elven magic. I worked with them before Harding and Varric recruited me.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, Solas's ritual, isn't it? Thought you were supposed to stop him. Or did unforeseen complications lead to unforeseen consequences? Again.
Will you let it go? Yes, the map was destroyed, but everyone walked out of there alive.
I told you to wait.
If I'd waited for you to make a copy, people would have died.
So you ran off on your own, and now we've lost the only way of navigating back to that site. We lost the work put into it, everything we uncovered, and everything we hadn't.
Solas's ritual. You stopped it?
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
All right, you stopped Solas. So why is Arlethan neck deep in wild magic?
Solus was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elgranon and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
Shit. If they're back in the world, that explains a lot.
So Elgranon and Gillenane are loose. Which means what?
You thought Solas was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solus led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
Of all the ancient things to unearth, of course it had to be two of the Evanuris, and of course it had to be you that unearthed them.
Tarith is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose. If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off, it'll be...
Kurde, nudzą mnie te dialogi.
You get your friend
Za
back
dużo
to the
gadania.
camp and- We'll find Belara.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Irulan, all right?
I'm fine.
You're the best detective in Minrathis. You can help the veil jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Belara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
You're welcome. Mogliście zwęzić tę gadaninę. No w końcu.
This fog's...
Kurde, za dużo tych przerywników. Po prostu za dużo.
Like everything shifted. Is that suit of
O, hej.
moving?
Już ją znaleźliśmy? Tak szybko?
Gotcha.
Wow.
Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Balara? Balara Luther? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Wait, didn't you used to be a veil jumper? You left with Varric. What was your name?
Rook. At least that's the nickname Varric gave me.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elgranon and Gillenane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison, and by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
Like I said, end of the world. You can mull it over later.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Ireland said you're their best veil jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Denerwujące są te dialogi, za dużo tej gadaniny. Nie czerpię przyjemności z rozgrywki.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
Spirits, not demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact, to protect it from threats.
Threats like us, I'm guessing.
Mogą one także zmazać twoich sojuszników. Mogę to jakoś tutaj... Nie ma nic z moimi sojusznikami związanego? Dziwne. Nawet nie mogę zajrzeć do inwentarza. Drewno, super.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Okej. Ja tylko się rozglądam. Tu jest skrzynia.
Is that water just swirling into the air? I've never seen that kind of magical anomaly here before.
We call it the whirlpool. They're not usually this big, though.
Stwór złamał mi nogę. Spoko. Mięso bryłkowca. Chwila, dobrze? Tam jakoś na górę trzeba się dostać. Czyli jakby teoretycznie tędy, ale tutaj nie ma jakiegoś przejścia wyżej. No właśnie. Myślałem, że można to jakoś zbierać, ale nie. No w końcu jakaś walka. Dziękuję bardzo. Zdolności towarzysza. Wow, dobra, chwila, moment, czekaj, bo ja tutaj się już gubię. Tutaj jest ta koleżanka nowa. Tu może mnie uleczyć. Potężne obrażenia, pociski pustki. Dobra, ta też ma leczenie. Daje zwiększone obrażenia. Pyk i pyk. Używając skrótów L2... Chwila. Używając skrótów L2... Kurde, nie przeczytałem. Ach ty. Dobra, mamy to. Nowy obszar, Elfia Świątynia. Dobra, Elfią Świątynię zwiedzimy sobie już w następnym odcinku, moi drodzy. Dajcie znać w komentarzu, jak wam się podobało. Jeżeli macie jakieś obiekcje, piszcie. Chętnie poczytam. A my widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Hej!